How are you today? Welcome back to my channel. I have fiddled around with this camera a little more and I think I'm a little bit more confident in using it and I won't be moving so much in and out of frame, so thank gosh for that. I'm sorry if you can hear the wind in the background. It's so windy today, and if I look a little red, that's because I just went for a run and it was terrible. Just kidding. I feel good about it. I took me and Jupiter, my puppy, we went for a run and it was really good. So what I'm going to do for you today, actually one of my friends requested this a little while ago, and I'm going to be doing just an easy everyday makeup, kind of like a no makeup tutorial, and I've decided to just only use drugstore products for this, so I thought that would be a little bit helpful for some people as well. So without further ado, I've taken off all my makeup. I am barefaced right now, and let me start. So first things first, I'm going to prime my face. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. So I'm just taking one pump out onto my hands and putting this in my face. If you have greasy skin, this one's going to be a little bit too hydrating for you. But they do have, I think it's like 5 or 6 different primers. So I'm sure you could find something that they do. And I'm sorry also if you hear licking in the background. I just bathed my puppy and she is upset about it. So she is deciding to regroom herself. And for foundation today, I'm going to be using, I also did all my tools are drugstore, so everything I'm using today is drugstore. For my foundation, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Photofocus, and I'm in the color Buff Bisque. I'm just going to be dotting this all over my face. And I like this foundation because it has a more natural finish to it on my skin anyways. I'm not sure about other people, but I like the finish of it. And I kind of apply a little bit extra just because that's the kind of person I am. Okay? Ooh, put that on there. And today for blending, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques. This is their beauty sponge. So it's a super good dupe for a beauty blender, and I honestly really like the Real Techniques one more. So let me get my mirror out of the way. And I'm just pouncing this into my skin. I honestly love this stuff, and this this Real Techniques sponge is one of my all-time favorite sponges. It works so well, and it just blends everything flawlessly and makes it look way more natural than a brush application, I find. So we're just passing this into our skin. My issue is that with the camera, I keep moving around like in and out and crossing my legs and sitting on my feet, but today we're not going to do that, you guys. You don't want to pull it all with the beauty blender or like with your sponge. It's not a beauty blender, and I always want to call them that. So this is looking good. I know it looks a little shiny right now. That's because I usually don't use this with the e.l.f. primer, but I wanted to do all drugstore, so that's what I had. So next up, I am going to conceal. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circle Eraser in the shade, it just says Neutralizer. I don't know if that's what I am, you guys. But this stuff is the bomb. I was going to use the Wet n Wild concealer, but a lot of that Wet n Wild stuff is hard to find here in Canada. Let me just get this up. Some good alternatives to the Wet n Wild foundation if you are Canadian. Am I crazy here? Oh, okay, it's coming up now. Whoop. Sorry. Anyway, some good dupes for the Wet n Wild foundation, if you are in Canada and you can't find it, would be the Maybelline Fit Me, the L'Oreal Pro Matte, the L'Oreal Pro Glow I've heard good things about. What else is there that's good at the drugstore? Oh, L'Oreal Infallibles, the Pro Matte. What's the other one? They have another one in like a glass bottle that I used to really like. I don't know. So I'm just taking this all on my highlight areas. You don't have to do all of these steps, but I do because I'm a little bit extra. But as long as you highlight under your eyes and conceal under your eyes, that's pretty much would be the easy version of this. So go ahead and bounce that all in your skin. Alright, and we are back. So I'm not going to be doing any baking today. I'm just going to be powdering my face. I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me. Can you hear her shaking? Oh, sorry about that, guys. the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I'm going to be using this brush today. I haven't used this yet. This is the Wet n Wild's. It's like a flat top brush, so I'm just going to be dipping this in and just kind of pressing it, not smearing it on my face. I'm really sorry for my dog's behavior right now. Normally I would bake, but because this is kind of just a quick everyday routine, I don't want to be doing a bunch of unnecessary steps, especially since it's like a no makeup, you know. All right. And that is done. Your face makeup base is down. And for blush, okay, for bronzer, I'm just gonna say go in really light-handed with the Physician's formula. This is the Wet n Wild angled one, and just add this to the perimeters and a little bit into the hollows of your cheeks, just to add some life to your face. Honestly, I just do this to kind of bring my face back from adding on so much powder and stuff like that. But because this is like a no makeup look, you want to apply a light hand with that. And again, that's the Physician's Formula Butter Bronzer. And then I'm going to use that same brush and apply my Wet n Wild Color Icon blush. This is in the shade Apricot in the middle. Yeah. And normally I would be using a different brush, but this is what I have for Drugstore. So I'm just going to apply that to the lower parts of the apples of my cheeks and pull that towards my temples. Super natural. You don't want to apply it right on the apples. You kind of want it to look like a natural flush. And I'm just going to blend that out. Perfect. It's looking good. Sorry guys. Literally that run took a lot out of me. So next we're going to go on to brows really quickly. I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Eyebrow Kit. I'm in the shade Medium. And I'm just going to be using the powder part today. And I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild angled brush, which I have not touched yet. And just dipping it in that powder and then going and applying that to my brows just to fill them in and add a little bit of, and like add color where there's sparse areas. Okay, now that we've got our brows filled in, I am going to be taking a little bit of the like darker gel shade and just applying that just focused on like the outer tail of my brows, just because these are a little light for me, to be honest, and I kind of don't like how light it is. I'm so used to my Anastasia dip brow that I don't like what's going on in my brows right now, but that's okay. Next up, I'm using the e.l.f. This is like the dual mascara for eyebrows and eyes. I use both of them for my brows. These guys are super cheap, like $2, and they hold your brows down pretty well, so I always have these on hand. So go ahead and run that through. Brows are looking normal once again. And next, for this eye look, I wanted to do something super, how do I explain it? Simple. There's really not a lot going on. So I chose two single shadows from the Essence line. These are the Velvet shadows. So I chose number 3 Smooth Caramel and number 5 Taupe Secret. So let me do some swatches of these for you. I feel like these are really good everyday easy shades for a lot of people, and it can work on a lot of skin tones. So those are the shades there. This is Smooth Caramel and this is Taupe Secret. So first things first, I'm going to be taking Taupe Secret, this shade here, and I'm going to be taking a crease brush from Wet n Wild and dipping in there. And normally what I do is I apply concealer to my eyes. It helps skip on buying an actual primer, and it also evens out your skin tone, so that's super easy. You can just do that. Make sure it's a long wearing concealer though, or else you can have some issues. So next up, dipping into that Taupe Secret shade, the darker one, darker. And I'm just going to be taking that really, I'm not doing this super precisely, I'm just kind of fluffing this into my crease just to add that definition. And we're going on to the other eye. Can you see what I'm doing here? I don't know if my hand's in front of me or what, or what's going on, but I'm doing some things. And pretty much that's that. Make sure that it's blended really nicely up here. And then next thing, you're going to dip into your Smooth Caramel shade. This is literally just any creamy lighter shade, and you're going to take that under your brow and just make sure all of this is blended nicely. You don't want any harsh lines, you don't want anything crazy going on, because this is a little bit more of a natural look. So there's that. And then next, I'm just going to be taking a e.l.f. normal eye. Sorry about that, girls, my camera cut off, but I am going in with my Essence eyeliner in Black Fever, and I'm taking that along my top lash line just to kind of give the illusion of thicker, fuller lashes. I hope you guys can hear Jupiter snoring because it's so cute. Just kidding. I'm just going to wipe off the fallout here. Ooh, this isn't looking half bad. I did just put the mirror in front of the camera. God. My gosh. So first things first, I'm going to go in with my Essence Lash Princess Volume Mascara. And I'm just going to apply this to my lashes. I just burped. Sorry, you guys, I'm disgusting. And I'm applying this one to my lower lashes as well. And just topping off my mascara with my Maybelline Colossal. I'm obsessed with this stuff, you guys. It's so good. I feel like I always use it though, because it just kind of adds a little bit of extra oomph to any one of my other mascaras. And I love it on its own, and I love it with other mascaras, and usually it's one or the other for me. Oh, this is looking nice and pretty. Very simple, but pretty. Last step here, we're gonna do lips. I'm going in with the Maybelline Matte Lipstick. This is in number 655, Daringly Nude. So I'm not applying a liner with this. I'm just going in. I find these don't move around too much on me. So that is that. And I really like these. These are really good lipsticks for the price. Anyways, you guys, I hope you enjoyed that. This is a quick under 10-minute makeup tutorial, so any start to your day, you can totally get this done, rush through the rest of your day, and it's awesome. I believe this will be like under 10 or 12 minutes, so that's perfect if you want to look pulled together but not overly done. So I'll add some photos of this into the video so you guys can kind of see a close-up of the eyes and everything. If you like the videos like this, please let me know. Send me some comments below, comment, rate, subscribe, and if you have a channel you want me to check out, please leave it below and I can check you out. And I hope you guys have a great day.